Welcome to Dr. Fred Markets. This is not financial advice. While most people ignore what's happening in the markets, a few choose to pay attention. And that difference, that simple choice to stay informed, changes everything. You're one of them. Let's get into it.
Your government just became your dumbest retirement planner. Signal 1. The UK wants kids under 16 banned from social media by next spring. That is not about feelings. That is about control of attention. And attention is the raw material of the most explosive asset class nobody on CNBC understands yet: music royalties. The kids you lock out of Instagram do not stop consuming content. They just slide into formats you cannot easily regulate, especially audio. Earbuds are a loophole in every nanny law. Signal 2. Look at the business behind those earbuds. Universal Music Group, roughly €11 billion in 2023 revenue, throwing off billions in recurring cash. Not a meme, an actual toll booth on human emotion. Spotify is just the storefront. The catalogs are the warehouses. Hypnosis bought up songs like a drunk landlord hoarding Brooklyn brownstones, and even after getting wrecked by bad governance, everyone from Blackstone to pension funds still lines up to own the catalog rights. Why? Because the cash flows act like micro rent checks from every breakup, workout, and TikTok trend. Algorithms push the hooks, and the royalties ring the register. Signal 3. Politics just turned your national birthday party into a branded stadium event. Trump saying the 250th July 4th will be a Trump rally is not just ego, it's a merchandising model. Music is the soundtrack of identity politics now. Campaigns, parades, TikTok trends, Love Island ripoffs, sports celebrations like the Knicks ticker tape parade, all of them use songs. Every time that chorus hits on a clip, a license fee or a fractional stream lands in a royalty pipeline. Even death headlines like a reality show producer dying mid-shoot push attention to old episodes, old playlists, old sync deals, and the rights holders get paid. Cliffhanger. The market treats this like fluffy entertainment. It is not. It's a stealth inflation hedge with sharper teeth than your dividend ETF. Here is the connection nobody talks about. Governments are tightening control over platforms, not over catalogs. They fight over where kids scroll, not what kids hum. Platforms are visible evil. Songs are background noise. But ad budgets, political campaigns, TikTok edits, sports highlight reels, even the Knicks parade coverage, they need licensed music or royalty-bearing audio. You regulate social feeds. You amplify the value of stuff that is frictionless, portable, and baked into culture. That is music. Mechanism time. The modern economy taxes attention three ways: ads, data, and licensing. Ads pay the platforms. Data pays the surveillance machine. Licensing pays the rights owners. Guess which one regular investors can still wedge into?
Does what you just heard shift something for you? That feeling, that need to know more, is exactly the right reaction. Most people never get there. You just did. Let's keep going.
The licensing stream. You buy a dividend stock, the board can cut the dividend. You buy a token, the dev team can vanish. You buy exposure to proven songs used in gyms, supermarkets, and sports broadcasts, and every spin is another fractional rent check carved out by contract law across decades. That is why Wall Street snaps up catalogs from exhausted rock stars. Streaming turned every human emotion into a tiny metered utility. Now mix in brand-safe creep. As politics get louder and social feeds get uglier, advertisers run to safe, feel-good content. Sports, reality dating shows, parades, nostalgia packages. All of that is music-heavy. Knicks win, parade montage. Parade montage, sync licenses. Love Island reruns spike after a producer dies, streams go up. Under 16s locked out of posting, they share playlists in group chats and blast songs on YouTube and Spotify. Less posting, more passive listening. The algorithm pushes catalog, not your cousin's mixtape. That feeds the people who own the rights, not the kids who lost their accounts. So what do you do with this? 3 steps. First, learn the one metric music finance degenerates actually respect: catalog age and syncability. New hits are lotto tickets. Old songs used in ads, movies, and sports are equipment. Proven, monetized, repeatable. Your job is to stop asking, "Do I like this artist?" and start asking, "Who licenses this track and how often?" Second, find a vehicle. This is not financial advice, but you have options. Publicly listed music companies, funds that own catalogs, or platforms where you can buy tiny slivers of royalty rights. You are not trying to be Scooter Braun. You are trying to be the boring landlord who owns one brick in 500 buildings and cashes small checks forever. Third, diversify across moods, not just genres. Political season, patriotic anthems, classic rock, country. Sports dominance, hype tracks, and evergreen stadium songs. Reality TV and dating trash, pop hooks about heartbreak. When regulators throttle platforms, human drama does not slow down. It just reroutes through soundtracks. Your job is to sit where the reroute pays. Verdict: social media crackdowns and political circus do not kill attention. They funnel it into licensed sound. Music royalties are the tax man on human emotion, and the tax rate keeps rising. Learn how the royalty plumbing works, get a small slice if you can, and let governments babysit screens while you quietly rent out the soundtrack. This is not financial advice. It is just the part nobody explains on TV. This is not financial advice. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and check the links in the first comment below.
That's it for today on Dr. Fred Markets. I hope this gave you clarity and a new perspective. Remember, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research. If you found this useful, subscribe. It's free and it helps the channel grow. Find me on the blog at drfredmarkets.com and join the newsletter via the link in bio. I'm Dr. Fred Markets. See you in the next one.